I'm like.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. Let's get right in.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game's a reason to get dressed up for these guys. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. We bring you tonight into Portland and a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Jordan. Duncan is out there with Johnson. And it's Cowens in at the 4 spot. And for Portland, Drexler is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Kawhi manning the middle. Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Lever. And the rejection by Pratt. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. Smitty is a player for a long season. Talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Here's Lever, and good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Lillard left side. Bucket is good. Lillard's got 6 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Lever. Shoots over Lillard. The putback, Duncan on the follow.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Lever, following the score by Damian Lillard. Duncan inside. It's blocked.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
So it's the Spurs now, following the miss by Elton Brand. Clock at 6. Jordan with Lillard picks him up. The shot from 20 feet away. No good from Jordan. Trailblazers leading by 4. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard with the bucket.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Johnson inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Here's to Busher. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Hey, guys, it's really amazing the effect that Busher has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart, he's cagey, and incredibly tough.
First free throw is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Pass to DeBush. And the pass to Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A rebound by Thurman.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It's rebounded by DeBush.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Stoudemire against Johnson. Here's the floater. It's tipped.
You know, I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he doesn't get more blocks is because so many guys are afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Stoudemire out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Chauncey Billups, and it's Thurman in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stoudemire outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Thurman. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Releases. Rebound, San Antonio.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Havlicek. Great tee that time for Middleton.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now, here is Havlicek. Pass to Jones. Third left side. Outside, Rodman. Havlicek outside. Over Middleton. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For San Antonio, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. Do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off for maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And the Spurs with possession. The Blazers getting the bucket from deep. Jordan, the rebound by Thurman. Trailblazers leading by 3. On deep, Drexler, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Passes it to DeBusschere. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Good on the bucket. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Lever. Pass to Jordan. Outside, Rodman. Jordan dishes to DeBusschere. Hands the shot from the wing. DeBusschere's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Here's Thurman, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot misses. Excellent D there from DeBusschere. Spurs trail by 6. 1:16 left in the first half. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Rodman with the rebound.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Here's Collins. Here's Lever. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
That free throw missing. And some changes here for the Spurs. Duncan comes in for DeBusschere. And it's Johnson in for Rodman. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Lever. Covered by Brand. Lever passes to Duncan. It's blocked. They get it back. Drexler against Johnson. To the middle. Out to Brand. The pass to Lillard. Back to Brand. Here's Lever. Fires from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kent. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And that'll about do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Magic Johnson, Duncan out there with Michael Jordan, and it's Lever in at the point guard. 18 feet out, and that one hits back iron. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs, trailing by 5.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
Lillard, the pass to Brink. They get the rebound. Here's Heaton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws here tonight. 2 shots. The first free throw is good. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Spurs trail by 4. Outside Jordan, pass to Lever. Now Johnson. Pass to Duncan. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Duncan trying to break loose. And Magic Johnson the bucket on the assist from Duncan. Johnson's got his second basket. Lillard outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Lever passes to Johnson. Pass to Jordan. Here's Duncan for the tie. And he sinks the layup. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Lillard misses.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Johnson, good.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Both teams will make substitutions. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Middleton kicks to Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. No retained possession.
And looking at the numbers for Lillard, coming off a terrific season, putting in about 26 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
He kicks it to Lillard. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard again missing.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Johnson goes in over Lillard, and it's San Antonio with another.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Off the run, Middleton trying to break free.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Lillard against Johnson. Back to Havlicek. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Houston. Portland again missing. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the floor of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Chauncey Billups checked in for Lillard. And San Antonio also making a switch. DeBusschere is checked in. Stoudemire finds Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Middleton looking it over. Houston, the pass to Stoudemire. Here's Houston. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. The pass to DeBusschere. Johnson against Billups. Shot from the wing. Johnson, good. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Here's Billups to end the cold streak, and Jones slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Middleton, the pass to Jones. Here's Billups. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. .26 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here is Havlicek. DeBusschere passes to Johnson. Back to DeBusschere. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Thurman, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Chauncey Billups. Elton Brand is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Drexler. And it's Thurman in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. DeBusschere with it. Shoots the 3. And Elton Brand pulls it down. And stolen by Jordan. Second chance effort. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to.
Drexler dishes to Leonard. Rebounded by the Spurs. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Jordan. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Drexler with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Brand, and it's blocked. They'll get another chance. Here's Johnson. Pass to Jordan. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Brand tipped back in for 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
Hello guys. Naririnig niyo ba ako? Kung mga nakakarinig sa akin, sabihin niyo. Sa chat. Pogi si Ronald, sabihin niyo.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Trailblazers trail by 7. Drexler passes to Lillard. Back to Drexler. Puts one up from 19. Bullseye.
So that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Ay daw sa crush ni Ronald at sa mga snowflakes sa mundo.
And he makes the first.
Yung ba crush mo? Yung mga may pinagdadaanan sa mundo. Hi sa inyo.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Drexler. On deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Jordan. Here's Lever. Passes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
Drexler outside. Lever pulls it in. Spurs leading by 7. On the wing, Johnson. He dishes it to Duncan. Got a hand on it. Leonard against Jordan. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against San Antonio. So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
On the wing, Drexler, covered by Duncan. Excellent D there by Johnson. Outside Jordan. Shoots from 12. And the jumper is good. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants. Makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Here's Drexler. Goes back up.
Drexler.
It's tipped.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments of threat for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Lever. Drexler defended. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Now for...
Alat nila. Lahat sila alat pala maalat. Picturean nga ako yan. Selfie to.
just flip the switch. I don't know nobody else is doing. Now they wanna know me since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't ever stop. This the flow that got the block hot. That's super hot. Hey, give me my respect. I just took it left like on ambidex. I moved through London with the Euro steps. Got a sneaker deal and I ain't break a sweat. catch me cause I'm gone. Out of there, I'm gone. How I go from 6 to 23 like I'm LeBron. Pulling gimmicks cause they scared of rap. Ay. Funny how they shook. Shook. Pulling back the curtain by myself, take a look. Hey, I'm a bar spitter, I'm a hard hitter. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dart. I'm a tall figure, I'm an unforgiving wild dog. Something wrong with him, got him all bitter. I'm a bill printer, yeah, I am what I am. I don't have no time for no misunderstandings again. It's a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop.
All right, let's look at the first category, the best use of color. Congratulations, Eptic Rev.
Next up, best throwback.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talent and analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Durant is out there with Pippen. Then it's Walton. Then it's Anthony. And it's Russell in at the center. And for the 76ers, Tracy McGrady is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Now here's Pippen. Anthony kicks to Pippen. Two great pivot men tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple of years. If you were playing now, do you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help, because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5, the way the game has evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less handshaking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did, from the Pejas, Stojakovic's, and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide open lane to the basket.
And this is the problem, the length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Iverson against Pippen. Here's KD. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Anthony against McGrady. Anthony, the pass to Russell. Durant kicks to Pippen. The pass to Carmelo. Just 3 to shoot. Three-pointer. And it's Durant missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Pippen against Iverson. Down low, Gasol. Great D that time from Walton.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Durant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. Long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Durant following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. KD passes to Pippen. Yep, that one goes. Pippen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Iverson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Oh, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Anthony, the pass to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. That free throw good from Walton.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Al Greer. That's a good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Wizards making a switch here. Weber's checked in. .106 left to play here in the first. Unzeld, the pass to Richardson. Here's McAdoo. He's guarded by Harper. Simmons on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And McAdoo to Kirby. A 3 from Simmons. This Weber comes up with a rebound. And Weber's got the ball here for Washington. Play with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, the Wizards last year, I mean, they struggled on defense. We saw that, which was a big part of why they missed out on the playoffs. Now, teams know it's a weakness, and that's something they need to address. This team knows it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 14. Inside and taken away by Roy. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harper against Richardson. Worthy kicks to Harper. Wizards passing it around. 6 to shoot. Worthy against Gervin. Shot to stop the run.
Finally, after all those claims, someone comes through for him.
You can hear a sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
And that one released in time, but no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Wizards lead by 12. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. A 12-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, Harper is out there with Brandon Roy. Then it's Worthy. Then it's Weber, and it's Gilmore in at the center, filling out the middle. Pocket 4. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's in there. Weber's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk with Jason Williams and what he started and the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peter Stoyakovich, two of the best shooters I played.
Great names, and I totally agree.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
To the left side wing. Here's Gilmore. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harper the pass to Gilmore. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Wizards, Russell, he's checked in for Weber. Kevin Durant comes in for Brandon Roy. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Ron Harper. Richardson kicks to Gasol. And here's Chamberlain. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to McGrady. Pass to Richardson. Lock at 6. Stolen by Pippen. A solo fast break. Jumps up. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Yeah, gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
McGrady against Worthy. Now, here is McGrady. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. And it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
Pippen can't hit. The 76ers trail by 18. Allen passes to Gasol. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, Kevin, and think about this. The Sixers last season took the Raptors to 7 games in the Eastern Series. That buzzer-beating series ending fall-away jumper 4 times bouncing on the rim by Kawhi. Philly hoping to go further this time.
He's off on the first. And for the Sixers, 2 consecutive seasons, Chris, getting knocked out in the second round. How did they get over the hump?
Well, Kevin, first you want to start with health. And then after, can your guys stay healthy? How about the chemistry? The East is wide open. They have the talent to beat anybody.
Allen Iverson's checked in for the 76ers. And the second free throw, good.
What you love most about Gasol is his passion. I mean, he is
It's stolen by McGrady. Iverson up top over Pippen. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by McGrady.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
It's Anthony with the drive. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Man, last season was such a tough one for the Wizards. I mean, they lost John Wall to injury midway through. They ended up 11th in the East and out of the playoffs.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Iverson dishes to Chamberlain. Back to Iverson. Stolen by Pippen. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Walton kicks to Pippen. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Chamberlain got his 6th rebound on the night. Nice D from Durant.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Allen. McGrady passes to Chamberlain. Here's Iverson. And it's sent back by PD.
But Durant covers a ton of ground with his length. Use this wingspan to wipe away shots.
And so it's Washington taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Washington had no problems getting going. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defense. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Scottie Pippen, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 19. They've got Iverson. Marc Gasol is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Allen. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Walton, the pass to KD. Poked away. It's stolen